Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods.
That's actually really fucking good.
Ooh.
What the fuck? That was some cartoon crackage.
My this always does that. Didn't work.
Have you been to a chiropractor before?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It's pretty cool, man.
I love chiropractic videos are my shit, dude.
Yeah.
Houston Chiropractic. He used to be one of my favorites. I've switched over to some other ones now.
Houston Chiropractic, H-Town, baby. Paul Wall Chiropractic.
No, he's a lot nicer. He's a little different. It's just Paul Wall.
Paul Wall Chiropractic, come through. We gonna break you off something real nice.
Trick. You ain't gonna do a damn thing, Trick. That video got sent to me so many times. It was that dude in the Houston liquor store.
Oh! Yes, that is you.
They're like, this is David. This is David. I was like, listen, a little bit, but he was a lot bolder than I was.
Yeah.
He was fucking down, dude.
He was 100%. He was like 7 feet tall, too.
He ain't gonna do a damn thing, Trick.
Trick? Calling someone Trick in real life is so funny.
Yeah. Immediately, I was like, Houston. I was like, that's Houston.
That's some internet classic shit right there, man. I was gonna, well, first of all, I was gonna ask you, what are you doing for July 4th?
I'm going
tomorrow.
Back to Sacramento.
Oh, Sacktown.
Sacktown.
Pause.
Back Sacramento, the place where I grew up. The hood, if you will.
And what are you going back there for?
To see mi familia.
Oh, mom?
Mom and dad.
Brother?
Brother's not coming. He's going to be working.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we're going to go out there. We're going to shoot some fucking fireworks in each other's faces. See who goes blind. You know, regular Korean shit. That's a Korean tradition.
I was going to ask you, do you do a lot of, you celebrate the 4th regularly, barbecues and fireworks and shit like that?
Used to. Stop doing that about 5-6 years ago.
Why?
Too exhausting, too tiring. Don't want to see all these people. Too much. It's like 20, 30 people. Everybody's getting drunk and smashed out of their mind. Sometimes, I would say about 30% of the people I really don't fucking like. And I'm at that point in my life where I can't do niceties anymore. So.
You know, that's kind of been my attitude about most. Sometimes I'll be like, I got a cool house. Maybe I should have people over. But then I'll be like, for what?
Yeah.
No, thank you, brother.
Yeah. And I think like, I know it sounds like I'm being very pessimistic, but you guys understand what I'm talking about, right? It's like, you know somebody, you're really good friends with him, he's cool, but he also has other friends that you don't like. And then you have to be super nice, which is the normal social thing to do. It's just for me, it's like what happens is that because I don't like these people, I tend to stay away and not say anything, and I mind my own business, but they like me. So they'll touch me, they'll put their arm around me when they're drunk, they're like breathing hot alcohol air into my ear, and then it's just like I can't, then it shows in my face how much I dislike people, and I don't want to be disrespectful and rude.
You know, I think what happens, especially when you get older, right, is you begin to realize that you don't have the energy to waste energy on people that you don't really necessarily fuck with. It's like, why exert extra energy to be around people I don't really like when I don't have to do that? I could just be home with maybe 2 people or maybe no people. Even better.
Even better, just chilling by yourself sometimes, dude. Mariel realized that about me only until recently because now that she's working from home, she would used to think that after she went to work, I'm just hanging out with people all day. And then she goes, oh, you just work from home. And then you go out, you do these walks with just like one other person. And then you chill and then, you know, that's really about it. I was like, I thought you were just like hanging out just all the time. I'm like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? I gotta work too. But she assumed that I was just super social 24/7. I'm like,
you know,
nah.
And a lot of people kind of assume that about me. Well, maybe more so before the children. But people definitely thought I was just like I am a social butterfly. You know, we've talked about this. I do well in social settings, especially when I need to. You know what I'm saying? But do I prefer that? Do I seek that out? Not really. Not really. Maybe on the rarest occasion. Maybe now a little more so because, it's really just work and kids right now. So sometimes now I'll be like itching to be around some people sometimes.
Yeah, I get
be
those
around some
itches.
people, hear a little music, catch a little vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Go to a little jazz club.
Go to a little jazz club, skit scat. Do a little skit scat, scooting around, skit, billy, beep, bop, 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 beep.
Skibby the body, be the do the that, the sweat, the swag.
Go to the bar and be like, can I get a little bit blah, 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 down my throat? Do that pause. Pippity pop pop pause.
How much should I tip? You will give me bad service.
She was kind of rude, but she was kind of cute.
She got a fat ass. What? What did you say?
She got a bad I slap it and go boop, bada boop, bop, 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 boop. She sat me back and say, ow, ow, ow.
I see shades of green. Red roses too.
Oh my God. Oh.
That's what he does on his time off. Went away from the kids. Bye, Tia. Where you going? Skimming it.
I'm in a room with no furniture, just scatting in a corner.
Oh, just shitting everywhere.
Wow. You know what? Just when I think that we've done the dumbest bit imaginable.
We always one up each other, dude.
Like I thought we topped it with the dogs with attitude. Oh, yeah. But that shit right there was fucking silly. Yeah. Pretty fucking silly. I liked it.
Have you heard like live jet where they scat?
I've been in some live jazz situations. I can't remember really hearing scatting. No.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny still, though. It makes me giggle a little bit. It's dope because vocally it's dope. They're singing.
Yeah.
But it's just like, how are you thinking of this stuff?
Yeah.
Like, what does this come from? And
It
only reminds me of Orlando.
Oh, give it that.
That boy's nuts.
Yeah, but I'm also not sure how much of it is put on. You know what I'm saying?
Because if he's putting it on, he's an actor too, so it's hard to say. Pretty good.
I think he's genuinely a really talented like rapper too.
Dog, his music is good. He's a fucking rapper.
Yeah. He can rap.
Kind of shocking.
So I kind of think that a lot of it is he knows what's gonna go viral, so he'll do these interviews. He gives the people what they want. And yeah, is some of it drugs? Probably. But who's not on drugs nowadays? You know what I'm
who's
saying?
not doing a little bit of this?
The little skiddle sniffy, sniffity pop pop pop.
Sniffing a little bit of the coke.
I have a list of topics that I want to make sure to bring up to you before I fucking forget. Oh, let me tell you something, dog. Your boy was a man the other day. All right. Look,
fight somebody?
No. I fixed something in the house.
Okay, never mind.
Who's the well, okay, so I don't do a lot of like handyman shit.
Neither do I.
And Chia, her dad was like Mr. Fix-It all around the house and also taught her like everything he knows, you know what I'm saying? So she's a very, not only like likes to fix it, but like really, just really like genuinely enjoys fixing shit. And like if we got some shit from IKEA, now mind you, I like putting shit together from IKEA too, but Chia will be like, I got this, let me do it. I like doing it. I'll let her fucking do it, right? She has no faith in me as a handyman of the house, all right, at all. To the point where I do some basic shit. She'd be like, you did this, babe? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yourself? I'm like, yeah.
No, there's a little Legos, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
come on.
You know what I'm saying? Just put a little batteries in, you know what I'm saying?
You did the most basic shit.
Change a couple light bulbs, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, you charged your iPhone? Yeah, I found a USB-C cord. You didn't know I knew about USB-Cs.
I didn't plug the thing into the wall, but I plugged the cord in. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even charging.
We halfway there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, I'm so impressed.
But so yeah, we've had a fucking... Our toilet seat in our master bathroom has been like fucked up for a minute. Like it was all loose and wobbly and stupid, and it's just been that way for a long ass time, right? So like months now. So one day I was like, I'm gonna fix this shit and surprise her.
Real man shit.
Real man shit. Fix the toilet. Even if she could do that shit, she wouldn't want to because it's poopy germs. You know what I'm saying? So one day when she was out getting her hair done and we had the nanny on deck too, I was like, I'm gonna take Veda to Home Depot. Got the little toilet seat, you know what I'm saying? Got the proper measurements, but took the old one just in case, lined it up with the new ones, make sure it was the right one. Came home, and it's funny because Veda was eating with the nanny, so I was watching Q, but like Chia was coming home earlier than I expected, so I was like, fuck. So I had to plop Q in the bathtub while I'm fixing this toilet and putting the new seat on, and he's getting antsy as shit. And it's, yeah. I'm like, hold on a second. And so Chia came home. And I was gonna surprise her, wait till she noticed the next morning she was trying to pee, but I couldn't wait. I was too excited. And I was like,
child.
I know. I'm so bad with surprises. I'll be so hyped. I'm like, give me that fucking positive affirmation. I need it right now.
Give it to me right now, gal.
Give me them positive affirmation, them.
Mash it up, bitch. Mash it up.
Mash it up into the peas and rice. Rice and peas.
Rice and peas. Real bad man. Shout out to that guy, huh?
So I'm like, notice anything different about she's like, you got a new toilet? At first she was like, you bought a new toilet? She thought I bought a whole new toilet. She said, you bought a new toilet? I was like, no, look. She's like, it's fixed. She's like, who did it? I was like, I did it. She's like, you did this? I was like, yourself? I was like, yeah.
Wow.
So
fuck me right now.
Wow, yeah, pretty much, dog. Pretty much. I saw her little nipples go bing, bing.
Oh, female boner.
Yeah. She was holding Q, threw him immediately across the room.
Q was holding out her nipples. Don't!
Yeah, and then her nipples were all stretched out, so I was out of the mood. I was turned off. Yeah, disgusted. But yeah, she was so impressed. So I was gonna ask you. I'm like, what is your relationship with that type of shit in your life and in your household?
I literally did a video about this, about how Mariel builds things, and it's terrible. Oh. She is one of those people that looks at IKEA instructions, reads the first page, and she goes, "Got it."
Oh.
And everything is backwards. She cannot build anything to save her life. Let me tell you this funny fucking story. During pandemic is when everybody was a DIY bitch.
Yeah.
Right?
Banana bread.
All these dudes, all these girls making banana breads, doing all this other shit. Everybody was a DIY bitch. I DIY everything. Do it yourself. So she decided that she wanted to make our coffee table.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. This shit was a disaster. She got the wrong size screws. And so where she was screwing the baseboards together at a 90-degree angle had fucking screws sticking out of it. It looked like a death trap. And then I looked at her and I was like, hey, are you going to maybe, I don't know, saw those off or
something?
And she was like, no, it's fine the way it is.
Hammer them down?
And I was like, it's not fine because it's 2 inches of just raw screws sticking out and it's sharp as hell.
Yeah.
And she goes, it's fine. Like, I followed the instructions. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm 1,000% sure 14 screws weren't sticking out. And so she starts getting mad because this is during the time that she used to get defensive.
Right. And you're like, and why is there a bag of 8 screws left?
I know. Because this is her first DIY project and she used to not be able to hear critique from people that are close to her. She figured it out now. She went to therapy. She was like, oh, it's not you. It's the, my relationship I had with my parents. I was like, yeah, exactly. Stop getting mad at me. And so what she did, this is the funniest shit. Instead of sawing the screw off, right? There's actually these right angle saws that you can get for like metal stuff that you can saw these screws out. It happens sometimes.
Okay.
She decides that she ordered on Amazon these clear just boxes like this.
Yeah.
And then she just covered them.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, we can still see the screws.
Hilarious.
It's clear. And she goes like, it's fine. And she gets mad. She's yelling at me. She goes, it's fine. Like anything that I do. I'm like, it's a death trap. I tore up 3 of my socks on these. What are you talking about?
I tore my ACL on this.
There's blood everywhere in the house. It's fine. She cannot build things to save her life. It is the quality about her that I know that she will never improve on.
Dang.
She just cannot do it. She's with her work, super diligent, covers all of her bases. Work loves her. She's amazing. When it comes to things like projects like this, she is a jackass. She doesn't follow through. She just does things half-assed. It's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Hey, man, let me ask you this. Speaking of her work, why did I think Mariel was an animator?
Because she works in animation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, So when I officiated their wedding, I wrote this whole shit about like, Mariel is like so meticulous with her work, and like, when you're an animator, you start off with a rough sketch and then you refine it till it's perfect and shit like that. And I was doing this whole metaphor of like, and David, when you cook, like you throw different ingredients everywhere and like a whole like opposites. Thanks, man. I was going for this whole extended metaphor, like opposite ways of going about things and balance and shit like that. And then, because I'd seen Mariel draw cool pictures, and I thought like,
she does do that, yeah.
So then I just, in my head, she was an animator. And then so afterwards, when Gio came up to me first, Gio was like, dude, great vows, like great speech, like wow, really like made me think about life and shit, right? Because it was all about like finding the what works out of the beauty of imperfection, some bullshit like that.
Something really sweet as fuck.
Thanks, man. But then one of Mariel's friends was like, she's not an animator. What do you mean? And I was like, she's not? They're like, no. I was like, whoops.
Hey, somebody asked me what Mariel does right now. I wouldn't know either. Hey, what does your wife do? I was like, she work. She work home.
She work with she draws things.
Yeah. She da home. Where your mom?
Where your mom? We'll be right back.
Which one of you drives a BMW?
I do.
Because you left your driver's side door open and the studio manager wants to know if you can close it.
What? Yeah, tell him to close it, please.
Okay.
Jesus
You just wanted to make sure like an alarm wouldn't go off or that you have your keys.
I do have my keys.
Okay, cool.
Where your mom?
God. All right, well, keep that in there.
Okay.
We are going to have to start doing exclusive Dudes Behind the Foods merchandise, dude.
Because we are broke.
I just want some shirts for myself too. I think it's time.
We should, because let me tell you, Goody is doing trash. We are making no money. That motherfucking, it's a struggle over there. So let's do some merch, dog.
Look. Here's the thing, man. Secret Side is doing great. I enjoy, but I've never really done like these stupid things. You know what I mean? And I think last time I did a really funny Genius Brain shirt, it was just a stupid idea I had years ago. And it's a Shiba Inu, but I call it a Shiba Inu. Shiba means fuck, fucking. And it just says, I'm a Shiba Inu. I'm a fucking dog. And I had it like a dog. And I was like, I've always wanted to make this stupid shirt.
Yeah.
And it sold really well. And it also looked kind of cool. I'm like, this is very fun.
Well, dude, let's fucking do that if you want. Rick does the fulfillment shit.
Where your mom?
Where your mom? I literally we started doing that with Goody, where it was all my dumbass ideas that I would put in the group chat, and Rick and Benji were like, maybe not. But then Rick was like, well, let's just start doing this. Tim's shirt of the month, every month, whatever stupid ass idea you have, let's do it for like a limited run. And some of them did well, and some of them did not.
Dudes Behind the Foods, limited run shirts. Pre-orders. First one is going to be, we'll do it. I'm so sorry one. Everybody always wants that.
Yeah.
Where you mom? I like that one. I don't give a fuck.
Dog, I remember you put something on your story that I thought would be like a sick shirt. It was like something in Korean.
It's Appa Nuguya.
What did that mean?
Who's your daddy?
Yeah.
I've had that idea for a long time.
Yeah, it said, who's your daddy in Korean, and then and who's your daddy underneath in parentheses in English. And
Yeah.
I think you put it on your story, and I was like, bro, put that on. That's fucking sick.
I've had that idea in the bag for a while. There was also a Korean pop star stole my fucking idea, by the way.
What idea was
I
it?
did this commercial, a fake Nike commercial idea. And instead of Nike, it would just do it. It was in Korean called 그냥해, which means just do it in Korean. And then lo and behold, that shit went viral. Then a Korean pop star does a brand deal with Nike, his own thing called Nike 그냥해. I was like, get the fuck out of here,
I mean,
dude.
you probably weren't the first guy to ever say,
I
just
was
do it in Korean, dog.
100% out.
Please.
Nobody did. Hey, all the David So fans know what's up. That shit went fucking all over the place.
I don't know
It was
about that,
amazing.
dude.
I don't think you know shit, all right? And your mom's sauce is never coming out.
Well, guess what? You're right. And it makes me sad.
You guys will never try it.
Well, guess what? Yeah, sucks for y'all.
And then I'm going to work on a hot sauce for dudes. It's called the Dudes Behind the Sauce. Easy work.
You know what we should do? Since I was just talking about how there's like no Korean barbecue spots in like Venice, West Side, LA, we should open up a Korean barbecue spot.
Yes, I don't want to do a brick and mortar ever again. And restaurants even more. We'll do that. We'll do a Thai barbecue spot
Okay.
with a little Korean fusion.
Have you ever had Thai barbecue?
Hella good.
So good. Yeah, the chicken is like a very specific like marinade to it. It's like where you have it and you're like, oh, this is Thai barbecue.
Thai
yeah.
barbecue, but Korean barbecue style.
Yeah, let's do
On
something.
the table, right? But somebody else has to fund it. Somebody else does all that shit.
Yeah.
We put our name to it, and then we'll do it.
We'll do something because my mom we were eating the other day and she was like, don't you ever want to do like a restaurant? And I know she's just itching to do some shit, right? And I'm like, I will, Mom, after this movie and this album and the other things I'm doing. There's no way I can commit to a
She'll be
restaurant.
98 years old.
Well, look, I've been trying to do. Let me say, I was telling you this shit, but I'll tell y'all too. Like I've been talking to my mom about doing a little pop up for her, so she can scratch her itch of like cooking again for people. And I was like, Mom, it's gonna be great. We'll do a little pop up. We could easily sell a little combo plate of your cooking for like $20, a little box. You know what I'm saying? A little fucking kapow.
Delicious.
Give them what they want with a little, I don't know, side of pot thai or some shit like that, and then give them the more Thai shit like the kapow, maybe some tom yum or some tom kha even, so a little cup of soup, little combo package, right? Easy, sell little plates. Come get your plate, go, right? And I told her, let's keep it simple first. Just come get a plate, go, take it, right? Like almost like a little food truck, right? She was like, no, we should make it like a restaurant, make it really nice. I was like, I hate this already. I hate this already.
He's such a brave man. I would never work with my mom. Ever. She'd just be irritating me on the phone all the time. And even the other day, we got into it a little bit because this is what this bitch did that fucking got on my last nerves. We all make mistakes, right? Yeah. My mom mishears things from me all the time. And so I said 4 days instead of 4 months in Korean. And then I was just talking and she goes, what, 4 days? I was like, oh, did I say 4 days? I've been 4 months. And she goes, look at you, you're over here. You can't even say Korean. You're getting mad at me because look at you made all this. She kept like rubbing it in that I made a verbal mistake. And I was like, and I snapped. I was like, what are you, Miss Perfect? Like, you don't make mistakes? You want me to count how many times you make mistakes and I have to figure out what the fuck you're saying? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So why don't you let this go? And she goes, nothing. You just, you made this mistake and you act like you're Mr. Perfect. I was like, Mr. Perfect? I was like, oh, fuck no. We started going in on it. And I was like, what's your problem? I was like, what the fuck is your problem? She's like, is this hot?
It's very hot.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so you don't be fucking going in on me for no reason.
Bruh, you know what my mom has been doing to my dad ever since I was born? And she'll never admit to it. Well, I guess she'll kind of admit to it, but this is what has fucked so many arguments up with my parents, right? Is when my mom, she gets things backwards in her head. For example, quick example. She'll be like, close the door, the flies are getting out.
Yeah.
Instead of the flies are getting in. And my dad will be like, you mean what? Right? Confusing statement, right? But it's something she always says on accident. But she'll do this in regular conversational, and when they're arguing, right? So it'll be so many times my mom will say something that is the direct opposite of what she meant. And then it turns into an argument. My dad is like, you said this. For example, or just, to keep it simple. He'll be like, you said the flies are getting out. Why would we close the door to keep the flies inside? She's like, what are you talking about? I didn't say that. And then it just blows up.
Why? It's pointless. And it's because of shit like that, dude. You can make mistakes. It's all fucking good. Let me tell you something, dude. These old Asian ladies on my last fucking nerve. I love my mom. And everybody knows I talk to my mom constantly. But sometimes, just one of these, man. Just, dude. Fucking call, because I'm going to Sacramento. She goes, should I even make you food? Because you're not going to eat all of it. Because every time you come here, you just go out to eat with your friends and you don't come see me anyways. It's like, dude, this is already starting bad. I'm not even there yet. Like, how the fuck are you mad at me already?
How are moms so good at pushing buttons, dog?
I don't fucking know. I'm not even there yet. I was like, how the fuck did I fuck up already?
Look, you know me, man. I'm a calm individual. Have you ever seen me mad?
No, I've only seen you slightly irritated at most.
Okay.
Usually it's your mom.
So look, man, my mom is skilled at pushing buttons. And I'll tell you this. I'll give you an example of one time it shit happened to me where, she always wanted me to print out pictures for her of whatever picture she took from her digital camera and shit. This is when I was in high school still. And I would print out these pictures but she would like want them cropped in very specific ways. I could never just print out the pictures. So she'd be like, can you print it like this more, a little more left, or like brighten up this and blah, blah, blah. So I'd be printing out these pictures for her over and over and over again because she never liked how they turned out. And I used to get so irritated, right? But I try to be so patient, you know what I'm saying? And one day, like, my mom is the type of person that, like, will push your buttons until you can't help but do something like fucking throw a TV or something. So I remember, I didn't even do nothing crazy. But, like, the shit was printing out, and she already said she didn't like it. This was after printing out, like, 5 of them already. And the picture was printing out. It was, like, a picture of her and, like, I don't know, her cousin or something. And I just went and crumpled it up. I was so just fed up. And immediately she just, oh, all right. Just walks off. And then it's like, oh, fuck. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
She's like, oh, you're going to destroy a picture of my face on it?
Yeah.
You hate me?
But yes, my mom, no one gets me riled up like my beautiful mother.
My mom has done things to push my dad's buttons so fucking much. She like yells at him for things that are so stupid. It doesn't even make sense. Like my dad will come through and she'll send him to the grocery store. He'll go get something and she goes, that's not the right one.
Dude.
Why would you get that? Like, you know which one I get. I was like, hold on. It's 8 a.m. Why are you yelling at 8 a.m.? And when she did that the last time I was there, I looked at her, I was like, is this how you start your morning? Just yelling at people?
Bro, imagine, because my mom did the same thing to my dad, when you have a restaurant. So it's my dad's constantly going to get things and constantly being told it's the wrong thing.
Dude, that's my worst. You know, if your dad happens to go to hell, that's what's going to be the scenario. Playing every day his whole life, he has to listen to that shit.
Oh, my God. Have you ever seen your parents drunk?
I saw my mom drunk. I saw her throw up once.
Really?
Yeah, my mom used to drink a lot, but then my dad became a pastor, so, you know, no more drinking and stuff.
Oh.
But my older cousin came through, and he's like an alcoholic, so he drinks. Dude, these motherfuckers wrecked she was yakking all over the fucking place, just throwing up everywhere, dude.
Oh, Lord.
It was so fucking bad.
Yeah.
But, you know, apparently that's how my mom used to drink back in the day, so she just had a little flashback.
Yeah, my mom's had her nights of puke as well, pukey nights. My parents are pretty, like, they you know, especially when I was younger, they used to go in.
Go see.
Johnny Walker, all their old Thai friends would drink a little Johnny Walker, a little club soda. Yes.
So,
Yes.
I told this story where the first time I ever got drunk,
Yes, I've heard this story.
mother corrected me. There was a time I got drunk even before that.
Really?
My appearance, they were having, so they used to do this thing every Saturday before church. They would have moyms, like Bible studies and stuff, where everybody would get together. My mom would cook, and they would have a communion every time. So they had that OG jug of wine. What is that shit called again? The wine jug? Ghetto folks, you know what that is. It's that cheap ass wine, the jug and the wine. What the jug of the wine?
I don't
the
know.
wine in the jug.
I don't know.
But either way, we had that shit, and then we
Okay.
used that for communion. One of my favorite juices of all time when I was a kid, grape juice. I loved grape juice.
I still love grape juice.
I fucking loved Diamond Tap. I liked all that shit. Anything grape flavored was my shit.
Right.
So they're all praying in tongue and shit, blah, 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 doing that shit. I go to the fridge, I see this big old jar of grape juice. Blah, down. I was like, oh, this juice tastes funny. And all of a sudden I started feeling woozy.
Really?
Yeah, I was feeling super dizzy. She reminded me of that the other day. She was like, she was cracking. I was like, remember that time you got drunk when you were a kid? I was like, what? When? She was like, yeah. And then I remember I drank this sour fucking purple grape juice and it was wine and I was smashed.
I feel like every kid kind of has a similar story. I remember grabbing a glass of beer, thinking it was apple juice, taking a chug, and being like, "Whoa!" But I didn't have enough to get me going, though.
Oh, I was fat, dude. I went to town.
You just fucking reminded me of something I was gonna tell you that just happened.
Oh, right, dog.
Okay, dog. So it was my dad's birthday, like a week ago, right? And I asked my parents, where do y'all want to eat? You know, I stopped by for lunch. I was like, let's go somewhere, right? Typical my parents, they were like, let's get some Thai food. I'm like, all right, well, y'all eating this every day of your life, but yeah, fuck it, let's go get some Thai food, right? They wanted to stop by their homie's restaurant in Paramount. It's called Thai Curry. It was really good. And so we ordered a shitload of food. My mom's ordering so much. I low-key feel like she was trying to just like, you know, be like big time to her friend. Let's order this and this and this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? My son's paying today, right?
Of course.
So we order all this food. It's great. It's great. The guy fucked up a couple of orders, but it was fine. So anyways, we're eating. Delicious. And then my mom starts like talking to her friend about this event I did called Sabaidi Fest, where like I hosted a couple, like I got on the mic for a little bit. And she really wants to like show him footage of it. So they're like, so she's like, here, look up the video on YouTube, and she's trying to find this video, and I'm like, and they're like, it's on the vlog channel. She's like, going on the vlog. She's like, which video is it? I'm trying to show them the video. I'm like, all right, here. I showed them the video on Instagram, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, all right? I'm kind of like, I hate being around when people are watching my videos. It just makes me like, I just don't want to be there, right?
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah, so I leave. I'm like, I don't want to be around while you guys are watching me. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom. I hear my videos playing on the TVs of the restaurant.
Oh my God.
My mom's trying to put my videos on. They had other customers, dog. Other customers that don't give a fuck about me, right? They were playing my videos now on these big ass TVs in the restaurant. And she didn't know what to put on. So, dog, it's literally an episode of No Chaser. Me and Rick talking about bullshit playing in this Thai food restaurant. And I was like,
I would never come out that bathroom. I'd be in that bathroom the whole time.
oh, bro, I came out. And of course, now the other tables, they're looking at me like, hey, hey. I'm like, hey. I sit down, just trying to like eat my food, while I hear me and Rick in the background talking about like.
Do that? How did she get that done?
She just told them, here, put this on, go to YouTube, search up.
These old Asian women are so crafty. They can get their way with anything. That's so fucking embarrassing. It's cute, you're proud, whatever. I get it.
I get it. But I was like, can you at least ask me to put on a cool video?
My mom, though, cool as fuck, though, after this break.
Hey y'all, just so you know, Goody just dropped some new fire hats. Healing, because we all heal on our... Hey y'all. Hey guys, this is what I heal. Hey y'all, this episode is also brought to you by GoodyBrand.com and our new... Where's the focus? This damn cinematic... Here we go, GoodyBrand.com. Healing hats, all right? Because, we all heal on our own time and in our own ways. Healing, nice and simple, because, everybody needs a little bit of healing. You know what I'm saying? We got these in 3 different colors. We got the navy blue with the red, and then we also have this white with the red, and we have the black with the white. Super fire, GoodyBrand.com. Tell them I sent you. That's not going to give you any discount or anything like that, but you should do it because Goody Brand is, we need it. So thanks.
My mom, though, she never mentions people what I do. My mom's very private. Like, she doesn't like people knowing about any of our business, good or bad, at all. She hates that shit. So if it's like our personal stuff too, it's like you'll never fucking know. Like even like people online, like I'll tell about personal stories that happened in the past that's been resolved or whatever. But interpersonal workings, nobody knows anything. Like fans wise, like you meet me, I'm pretty much the same person you see here, just weird and goofy and shit. But most personal stuff you'll never know about. I learned that from my mom. It's like you just don't ever say personal shit. Like there was a girl that I used to date. Fucking hated this about her. Dated her once, never dated her again after that. She just. Sometimes hood bitches just got some fucking attitude to them. I don't know if it's because like they consider that flirting or whatever, but at a certain age, it wasn't cute anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when you're younger, like if you're a little fucking spicy or whatever, it's kind of hot.
Little gangster girl.
Yeah, you joke around, play fight or whatever. You get a little older, it's like...
You play fight, she takes her gun out.
You know what I mean? Puts it in my mouth.
Yeah, you suck on it a little bit. Yeah.
No bullet. But... she started arguing with me about something stupid. I can't even remember. Maybe I'll recollect it later. But either way, it was dumb. And then, she's like raising her voice at me at this place that we're eating. And then I just remember I stopped. And at first I was irritated. And I stopped and I just stopped smiling. I was just staring at her. She's like, what? What? You're not going to say anything? I was like, cool. And I asked the waiter for the tab. And I just paid it. And I just staring at her. And she's like still like fucking yapping at me. I get up. I just walk out. And then she's like, what's the problem? I was like, this is how I am. Well, this is our first date, like legit date. We knew each other, but it's like this is our first date, and you find it acceptable to put our personal business, even if we were disagreeing about something like dumb, to just berate me in front of strangers. I was like, this is how you start. It only gets worse from you. So you got to fix that shit. And she was like, okay, it's like I won't do that. I was like, oh, there is no next time. Like I can't physically look at you without getting pissed, because you decided to put our personal business, which was literally fucking nothing, for everybody to see as a spectacle.
Oh, she was being loud too?
Yeah, she was being loud. I was like, oh, you think this is okay, and it's not. And so, lo and behold, guess what? Bitch is still single, out in these streets, nobody loving her anyways.
Oh, she got an OnlyFans?
No. She's an only bitch, though.
That story reminded me, for the opposite reason, one time, me and Chia, early on in our relationship, we were in Canada. And for like a special day, it might have been an anniversary or some shit like that, she took me to a like hibachi situation.
Oh, I thought that was a volcano.
So, you know, you're sitting around with a bunch of other people while there's like basically a show in front of you over dinner, right? Yeah, you know, they're doing the fucking volcanoes. They're, you know, doing beating heart, fried rice, all that shit, right? And I just remember we got into an argument, but we're at the table, not trying to make a scene. And also, but it's like my birthday. So I'm there, and I want to put this in like if I ever do like a rom-com like dating movie, where we're like I'm at this hibachi shit with this couple, and it was literally like this, dog, literally like this. Here's what you understand. I just don't think you're hearing me because yeah, volcano, hey, thank you. No, see, look, you're not hearing me right now because the way I just felt disrespected because shot, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And that was legit. Like we're trying to keep it low key, but it's like yeah, throw shit in my mouth, yeah.
Dude,
look here, Rich.
That's so fucking funny. Those silent yell arguments are fucking funny, dude.
Where all you hear are consonants.
Went on vacation with a couple of friends. I didn't know that they were fighting, but they only told me afterwards because they were silent yelling at each other inside their bedroom. And this fool imitated it for me. I was fucking dying, dude. He goes, "Yeah, we were fighting throughout, the whole time." I was like, "What? We didn't know," because they're very private about their bullshit. They don't like involving people, which I love about them.
Yeah.
So, but this fool told me like, "Dude, we were about to punch each other." So we were inside the bedroom going. Doing this shit, and then she got to the point where she was trying to leave the room, but he didn't let her because she just said a bunch of shit to him, like offensive shit, and she was just gonna walk out. He goes, he just blocks the room, but he's like, he can't touch the door because it's gonna make too much noise, so he's just. And she's like, you're trying to block me, and you're like this.
That's great.
Fucking dying, dude.
That reminds me of this another opposite similar story. One time, me and Rick were like sharing a hotel room, one of those hotel rooms that kind of like had a block off, like a door separator situation. There's like a couch and a bed. So this is like, the days of touring and canoodling different people, you know what I'm saying? So Rick is in the couch area with a lady, and I'm in the bed area with a lady and smashing. But in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna make this girl make some noise so Rick can hear because it'll be funny when we talk about it afterwards, right? So I'm going in, right? I'm going in, and she's making noise. I'm like, all right, cool. This is gonna be so great when I bring it up to Rick later. And I'm like, so afterwards, like the next day or whatever, I'm like, yo, you hear me get it in last night? And he was like, oh, we had the TV on mad loud. We didn't hear shit. We were chilling. I'm like, God. Damn it. I was putting in so much work for you, dog.
You come out skinny. You just use all your calories. Did you hear me beat the pussy up?
Look, dog, I gave that girl the most aggressive 5 minutes of my life.
You hear what I did last night? Like, bro, we fell asleep at 8 p.m. What do you mean?
He's like, dude, we were in the room. We didn't hear shit. What are you talking about?
Oh, dude. Those are some awkward moments, though, when you hear somebody smash. It's like, oh, this is very interesting. A little loud. I got really mad at when I was living in K-Town at this apartment. They were smashing. Whatever. A few times, fine. But literally fucking like rabbits all the time, which I'm happy for them, right? I still got to sleep, though. Be a little mindful. Hey, how about you just do that during the daytime, right? Just smash or if you get it out. It was literally like that for weeks on end. Guess what it turned out? Cokeheads. They were fucking doing drugs all the time.
Oh, so he was just never coming.
He was just on shit. Just fucking all the fucking time. They were on some crazy shit because the landlord had to kick them out. They weren't paying. Fucking apartment was trash. They were just... when I think about it too, it might have not just been him. It might have just been some random fucking bitches too.
So was it difficult to jack off to knowing that they were on
They
coke?
were interrupting my porn. And it was like, I couldn't figure out where the moans were coming from. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm watching the Japanese shit.
And they're banging on your door and you're like, God.
Like, your porn is really loud. It's like, well, your porn is really loud. So we're going to battle it out. I started moaning into the wall.
You put your penis through their mailbox.
Yeah.
The whole.
They were so fucking loud, man.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually not. Do you make a lot of noise? Do you make a lot of noise when you're having intimate sessions? Are you a noisy boy?
Fall asleep. I get my penis hard and then I knock the fuck out.
Yeah,
And I'm
okay.
like, go ahead, do what you will. Use me as a dildo.
I see that.
And she wakes up. When I wake up from it, she's really mad.
She's gone.
She's gone.
Her bags are packed.
Her bags are packed. The room is empty. I'm like, what happened? I had a good time.
It's like 3 days later.
You like that? Do you like this dick?
You
Do
know
you
what?
do that stuff?
Yeah, you know, I've been there.
You like penis?
That's a part of the repertoire at some point. Yeah.
That was a very hard one for me at first. That was a hard one for me. The dirty talking thing.
Yeah. Not a fan?
It was hard for me because it's awkward. I never did it before. And then I did it because I'm sorry, girl that I was hooking up with, she liked it, and I told the story to her. I just completely fucked it up. It was like when we were doing that drinking game, right? I said something really stupid because I just was so fucking new to it.
Oh, yes, this story.
Very fucking embarrassing. I don't even want to say it again because I'm about to I'm sweating right now.
It happens, man. You know, in those look, I feel like the beginning stages of beginning
I hate
to
it.
have sex with people, it's the most embarrassing, but you walk away with so many funny stories for the rest of your life.
I
You
hate
know what
that
I'm saying?
story. Even when I tell the story, I start to cringe because of just how stupid it was. But like after a while, you know, depending on who your partner is, it's a turn on knowing that you know what their turn on is, and you could just do it, and it just works.
Okay, well, I have a funny dirty talk story. Now this is from way back. Of course. Someone I was dating was writing me, and we were engaging in copulation, of course. And she was, you know, like dirty talking. No, who was dirty talking? Oh, okay. So I didn't realize we were dirty talking because she was like, and I was like, I love you too. She was like, your dick. And I was like, oh.
Oh my God.
We're not on the same page.
Oh my God.
We're not on the same page here.
Oh my God, Tim. It was just one girl, one hookup.
Yeah, I know, right? First time meeting. I love you so much too. Your dick. Oh.
Would you say? No, speaking Thai. I love you, tomato.
Yeah. I love you so much too. I was singing Missy Elliott.
I was scared. He's cute. I love
She's like, me too. You take it.
Let me lick a dick.
But that was more of a funnier than awkward. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty awkward, man.
Yeah.
You survived it. You survived it.
And I'm a better man for it. You
It's
know?
just all these things when you first start out, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what people like. I just don't. It's too much anxiety for me.
It's a lot, but it's fun.
Yeah, young people out there, if you're not the best at it at first, it's okay, man.
It gets better.
It does get better, hopefully for you and the lady.
It gets better the more you do it. So find someone to. That's why I think a good early relationship is good. You know, because I always kind of tell people like, don't get into no hardcore relationship in your like early college years because it's the best time to really experiment. But like you're so bad at, I feel like, at having sex those first couple of years you do it, having a kind of
A partner.
or a lightweight relationship, like a 6-month situation where you get to be comfortable and try some shit out and get better at it, perfect your stroke a little bit. You know, sometimes I'm like, damn, I'm so much better at it now than I was in my early years. I'm like, you know, we talked about this before where like there's so many girls we
Time
look
machine.
back on, where they're just like, I know there's a fucking girl that turns on Wild 'N Out, and every time she sees a rerun, she's like, Tim, that motherfucker, she's in a room with her homies, she's like, you know, this motherfucker gave me the worst dick of my life.
There's a friend of mine who I hooked up with. And when I first lost the weight, She's fucking funny, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't work out well because personalities didn't fucking match.
Mm-hmm.
We're like very similar. So that just causes, headbutting or whatever. But we were better as friends. And we just got drunk years ago, and then we ended up hooking up at my place. But like, this girl's so fucking funny. She saw a photo of me when I lost all this weight. I was like 20 pounds thinner than this. And then she messaged me. She goes, so I got the short end of the deal. I was like, yo, fuck you, dude. She goes, dude, you were so fat when we had sex. That shit fucking had me dying, dude. She's
great.
so funny, man.
Bring
I was
her on.
like,
Let's bring her on.
Fuck you. She can't. She works a regular job, dude. Are you nuts? She can't come on this podcast. She'll lose her job. She was like, no fucking way. She's so fucking funny, dude. Cracked me the fuck up.
That's funny, man. Isn't it? It's crazy. It's like I always think about how when you've lived enough life, you can look back on so many things that are like embarrassing or shit that you think is like, oh man, or like really what you would think is like you're just mortified for this time in your life, and you look back and you're like, that shit was silly. You know what I'm saying?
I get surprised when I look at older things, and I'm like, this is a very awkward stage in my life. And I could remember how I was, how my personality was, what I was doing, what I was thinking. And it's true, though, where I also thought about this is like, sometimes when young people ask us for advice, like, what should I do at this age? It's like, it doesn't fucking matter what I tell you because you're going to do the stupid shit anyways, right? You don't have the mental maturity to make the right choices right now. And it's just so much pressure. We could only plant the seed. So maybe you'll be able to fix this mistake earlier than we did, but you're still gonna fuck up.
And high key, you'll be better for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, man, the fact that we can still get on here and have conversations and not repeat ourselves too often, like what a blessing that a couple of ADHD ass dudes, like ADHD ass dudes like you and me, like us, can get on the mic and talk about some bullshit because we've made a lot of mistakes. We've lived a lot of life.
I think
so far.
Look, I feel like we lived like 10 lives over than most people do.
It feels like it.
It's kind of nuts. And I realize that too when I have conversations with my friends who didn't go this route.
Yeah.
They went to the 9 to 5, they got married early, did everything. Their life just their stories kind of ended.
Because it's been the same shit for so long.
Same thing for the last 10 years. And so when we meet up and we talk, I'm always telling them about stories, some funny shit that happened. And for them, they're just like, yeah, just going to work. And I'm like, come on, there's something. Like, you got no thoughts, you got something. You got to give me something. So sometimes for me, I feel like I'm just talking the whole time. It's like,
here's what's fucked up too, man, when I think about it. Because like, yeah, people with 9 to 5s, and they have their kids and shit, right? And like every day with the babies is like, I get new stories from the babies and like new shit from family life, right? But I can't believe people work 9 to 5s, 5 days a week, and then only see their kids like for a little bit. Like, it's kind of a trip when I think about how much time I actually get to spend with my babies. And even though I still feel like I'm pretty busy podcasting with other shit, I really try to, I try to be around with the babies, you know what I'm saying? And like with Veda starting school soon, I'm like really sad about it. And Veda being so, dog, man, look, she's at this point now where she finally, and I've always thought about this point where she's smart enough and understands enough where when I leave, she gets very sad, and she'll be like, now she's like, Daddy, why do you have to work? I get sad when you leave. Can you stay for 10 more minutes? And I'm like, oh, fucking kills me, dog. I don't want to do this. I don't want to leave. And it's just like, we're Q, he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's watching Miss Rachel. He's eating his cheese puffs.
For now.
Yeah, exactly. But now, and Veda's at this point now that I didn't know when she would get there. And now it's like, it's so sad.
Guess what?
What?
She'll get over you.
I know.
She will. And it makes you sad that she will.
Dude, that's why I'm trying to soak it all in, like, for real. Because this particular time.
Cool as fuck.
This summer specifically, where it's like 2 months before she actually starts school. She understands so much. She's fucking cool as fuck. She loves me so much. I'm like, this will never exist. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to start school. And then you're in school till you're fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? Till you're like 20, 28, depending on how long you want to stay in college for, right? Then you're just in school forever. And I'm like, I'll never have this again, you know, where I just get to just kind of come home and be with her all day. If I don't have work, it's like, oh, it's a trip. And it's
When she's not gonna call you stupid and lame.
oh,
Get away from me.
dude, she likes me now. That's why this is extra rare because she she prefers me right now.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Who's gonna read me a bed, Daddy? Mommy? No. Ugh. Get away.
Guess what? She has a little boyfriend at school.
Who?
I mean, I don't want to get into like too much of it, but like just one day.
The fuck are you talking
Bro,
about?
one
Shit,
day-
fuck that kid.
One day I picked her up, and her teacher's like, so guess what? Veda's been saying that blah, blah, blah is her little boyfriend. And she's like, and they like hold hands. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, fucking right.
And I was like,
Yeah, fucking right.
And I'm like, Veda, is blah, blah, blah your boyfriend? She's like, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I was trying to understand if maybe she thought other boys were her boyfriend, quote unquote. I'm like, how about blah, blah, blah? Is he your boyfriend too? Like a boy that's your friend? She's like, no, just blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
That boy planted his dirty little thoughts into her, and he forced her to be his girlfriend, huh?
she says it's her idea. So I don't know, man.
I don't know why I'm a little. I don't really like this.
Uncle David got protective.
This little perverted little boy. Who the fuck is he? Fucking loser.
Seems like a nice guy.
I don't fucking like him. I don't even know him. I don't fucking like him.
Well, look, I have a meeting with his dad next week. We're going to discuss
How many goats?
how many goats. Trying to see if he can get my goat. You know what I'm saying? And-
It's like, listen, 3 goats for Veda.
so look, Veda's half Thai, which means you have to pay a what do you call them?
Dowry.
A dowry. Yeah. So the cost of my movie will be roughly, if I want to do it independently, probably $200K. So that would be great, sir, if you would like to betroth our children. And
How old is this boy?
same age.
What's he do for a living?
Well, same age, give or take. Veda's 3. He's about 6.5. So
Oh, pervert. He's a little pervert, huh? Little fucking perv. Can't find a girl his own age. What the fuck's wrong with him?
no, they're both 3.
Yeah, he better be 3.
Yeah.
Beat his ass.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I could have a girl. I really don't think I can. I
Yeah.
might shin kick a kid in the face.
You know, I knew she would get a little pretend boyfriend. I just didn't think. Well, I mean, that's a lie because I was 3 in preschool.
They do that shit.
I had a girl I had a huge crush on, Danielle. I would bring her a flower and she kissed me on the cheek. But then guess what? Guess the fuck what? The day I brought Danielle a flower and she kissed me on the cheek at lunch, she was on the slide with Jonathan Sabato getting a neck rub.
Well, let me tell you this. Now it's Veda. Veda says that she has a boyfriend, and all of a sudden the next day she changes boyfriends. Are you a little angry at her?
Nope, play the field, baby girl. Do your thing. It's too young to commit.
Rules don't apply to you. It's
Nope.
very fucking different.
Look, baby girl, you're a girl, which means double standards are in your favor.
That's what it is.
Live your best life, sis.
Let me tell you something, dude. If that little boy breaks her heart, dog, I'm about to fuck him up real quick.
Oh, trust me, daddy. Your boy's strapped, ready with the Nerf gun to his dome.
Just on his forehead. So I thought, little bitch.
And take it off.
Dude, funniest story that I heard from a former UFC double champ
Yeah.
named Daniel Cormier. He was talking about his kid. He was on the playground and his kid kept punking his other kid, his daughter or whatever.
Okay.
And then he was like, I was going to fuck that little kid up. And he said he was going to sock that kid in the head. I was like, damn, dude. He was like, okay. So instead what he did, he walked over to the parent. He goes, hey, your kid is hitting my child. And the guy, I guess, like wasn't really responding well. He goes, okay, well, let me rephrase it. If you don't fix your kid, I'm going to fuck you up. And he was like, and the guy was like, oh, shit. And so
Yeah.
he grabbed his kid. He's like, dude, that guy will fucking kill you.
This guy's like, here's a YouTube highlight reel of me.
This is what I do.
Yeah, and this is what you were looking forward to.
I realize that too. Like when I become a parent, it's like I do think about like how other parents are, and it's like, oh, do I want this person around my fucking kid? It actually high heat. But like if I see a parent like their kid fucking with my kid and they don't step in and do anything, it's gonna be on.
Do something, say something,
I
do
was like,
something.
it's crazy because you're your kid's hero now. Well, this hero's gonna die in front of your child. So unless you don't want to have a traumatic experience for your child, fix your fucking kid's shit. I'll stab you, dude. But God bless.
I see you at the crossroads, so you won't be lonely. Talking about scatting while I bring it back here. Signing the little body, the little makuchari. Who's so body? And I'm gonna miss everybody. I've been on this on my thing. I'm gonna have to say. All right, y'all, we got dinner reservations. So thank you for watching another episode of Dudes Behind the Foods. Love you. Bye. Bye.
Yo, it's the dudes behind the food.